Welcome to the Sharad Kohli show, where I try and make complicated subjects related to economics, business, finance, stocks, tax easy for you to help you enhance your income, enhance your wealth, and prevent yourself from incurring losses. Well, gold and silver are going strong. Gold, as we speak today, it's afternoon, 12th of August. The video might reach you in a few hours. It's going strong at about $4,400 per ounce. Silver at about $65, $66. If I convert gold to rupees, about 1,54,000 to 1,55,000 rupees per 10 grams. It's going strong. We've seen almost a 10% surge over the last couple of weeks. After a long time. In fact, this is now the level which we haven't seen for the last 2 months. But before we go into the story of gold and silver, let's see what happened on the geopolitical front, which directly impacts gold and silver and other investments as well. Well, the American stock markets were down yesterday. Crude oil prices have shot up. Why did the crude oil prices shoot up? Because the stalemate between Iran and US continues. US has been insisting on damages from Iran. So now there are damage claims happening from both the ends. In the meanwhile, US shot at a ship container which belonged to Panama because US said it was trying to intrude into its naval blockade. On the Russia-Ukraine front, Ukraine hit 2 more refineries belonging to Russia. Now, Russia total has about 32 to 33 refineries, about 34, a little bit here and there. About 24 to 25 have now been hit by Ukraine. They've been damaged by Ukraine. Not entirely, but part damages to many of them. And there was a point when Russia was short of gas, petrol and diesel and had to ask India to export some. No shortage of crude in Russia, but shortage of petrol and diesel which comes out of refineries. So those were the 2 major geopolitical developments around the world. In the meanwhile, in the Indian corporate world, there was a big news today with Tata Group Chairman N. Chandrasekaran resigned after 39 years of service. So obviously he'll continue and complete his 40th year. He joined in the year 1987 and is going to finish his term in 20th of February 2027. So he's not going to probably go beyond that. He'll remain as a chairman, but then he's basically resigned. He's expressed his intention of not to continue. Apparently, there was some dissent in the Tata Sons board where one of the members did not want him to continue. So as a matter of respect and gracefully, he decided not to continue. A very, I would say, flawless career. He was chairperson of TCS. Well, as soon as he resigned, the markets reacted negatively about Nifty down as we talk now to 170, 180. It was already in the negative in the morning, but it reacted. For the TCS shares went down by about 5%. Some of the other Tata companies also came under back. But I think this is a short-term reaction, as the market normally does, until a new chairperson's name is announced. And I'm sure another professional would be announced. We should keep in mind, and Chandra is not part of Tata family. He's a professional. He's a professional chairperson on Tata Sons. Tata Sons is the company which holds most of the Tata companies. And Tata Sons, in terms, is held 66% by Tata Trust. So that's the structure. We are waiting for the announcement of the new chairperson in the Tata Group as to who will be taking charge. Well, I must tell you that Tata Group's boat is not going to be rocked. Just a short time turbulence, I would say. It is not going to be. It's too big. It's a professionally managed group now. It's too big to collapse. And the news of what will happen to Tata Group now, will Tata Group collapse? They're all coming out of thin air, I would say. They've got nothing to do there. Now, crude oil went back to $90. Dollar index getting closer to 100. Bond yield getting closer to 4.7. But gold, surprisingly, defying all these factors, which it seemed to be in the grasp of all these factors for so many months now, but suddenly it seems to be getting out of that grasp and ignoring these factors. A very important day for gold, silver as well, because by about evening, American inflation numbers for the month of July would be announced. This might impact gold prices. If the numbers are low, that is, if inflation goes down, you might see some more strength in gold. Whereas if it goes up, some kind of pressure can come on gold, but this time the upside seems to be more favorable to go rather than the downside. Of course, the Indian CPI numbers are also coming out by about 4 p.m. We will come to know as to how did the month of July turn out to be. We all know that in the month of June, it was 4.38%. Well, we're waiting for the July numbers, which will be announced. So maybe by the time the video reaches you, the numbers may already have been out. I can't update it because the video goes into process. Now, the million dollar question is that is gold and silver in for another rally? I see on social media a lot of thumbnails saying that gold has left the worst behind. Gold has now started a breakout. Gold is now going to go to this much, that much. I think euphoria should not be built. You should remain in the realm of the situation. Realm of the situation is that gold for the time being has gone up by about 10% and has ignored these factors. But if crude oil suddenly shoots up, because geopolitical situation is very uncertain, so if crude oil shoots up further, it may again exert pressure, because there are these short players in COMEX who try and derive advantage, try and use this situation. Although I have a feeling, which I said in my other videos, that now I have a feeling that about 70% chances of gold remaining here or going up, about 30% chances of gold going down. So the chances, or shall I say odds, are more in favor of the gold going up from here. In short term, of course, long term, I'm 100%. Long term is definitely going to catch up. There's no doubt about that. We've seen that happening. A little bit of news on silver as well. Well, China bought 69% more silver than the previous June in 2026. Previous June in 2025. So 69% more purchases made in 2026. Well, something in silver which China sees now. And of course, there's shortage of silver to the extent of 46 million ounces across the world. This number has also come out. 46.2 million tons of shortage of silver around the world at this point of time. So this augurs very well with silver. Well, silver is one commodity which can easily beat gold in terms of price runs. It's very volatile. It can also come down very quickly. So it's important for you to know. In the meanwhile, FIIs in our country, they bought about 260 odd crores yesterday. So it was positive. So far, August has been positive, about 12,000 to 13,000 crores of FII, FPI net purchases this month. But this was more than 20,000 in July. So July, August, so far so good. Hasn't been too bad as far as FIIs and the FPIs are concerned. When the month of March, April, May, June, they had sold sharply, heavily. But the DIIs, they try and held their guns, and the market somehow were maintained. As we talk now, it's between 24,500 to 24,000, which seems to have become the new range of late. So things are not all that bad as far as FIIs are concerned. So this was some of the news relating to gold and silver. The long-term prospects of gold, as I said, they remain intact. If you're holding for 2 to 5 years, well, gold is going to easily beat some of the major asset classes. I have absolutely no doubt. But the way to invest is what people miss. It should be a staggered manner. It should not be bought all at one go. What people do is they dole out the entire money at one go, and then you miss the lower levels sometimes. Well, it's very hard to predict where is the bottom, where is the top. This is not an investment advice, by the way. You have to take your investment advice after consulting your investment advisors, financial advisors. This is just an analysis for you. This is the aim of this particular video, is to enhance your knowledge. If you are liking the contents, please do subscribe. I would also like to let you know that as part of one of our companies which is into wealth management, we have started for the retail investors a service called Wealth X-ray. This was only available to high net worth earlier, but this is now open to retail investors also. You can get an assessment done of where you are invested. Where would you have invested? Stocks, mutual funds, gold, silver, property, fixed deposits, savings accounts, bonds, or any other asset. If you let us know, I will personally assess your particular portfolio, and I will at least give you an X-ray if you are on the right track or wrong track. Well, we'll take it forward from there depending on how the reading comes out to be. But this is called Wealth X-ray. There's a number flashing on the screen. I'll announce it as well, 98119 30920. I repeat, 98119 30920. You can WhatsApp on this number. Someone from my team is going to call you back, and we will make sure we'll give you an Excel report of how your investment is, because we found that 98% of the people haven't allocated their investments as per their profile. When I say profile, I mean your age, your requirements, your risk appetite, and so on and so forth. Almost 98% people haven't rightly allocated their funds into various investments. So if you want, you can avail this service. It's at a very nominal price. Well, the team is going to inform you, 98119 30920. Please WhatsApp, do not call. as calls will not be taken. Until we connect again, this is a new channel. Please do subscribe. Please press the bell icon. It will help in motivating me to bring more useful content to you. Namaskar.